Transformation is the one thing everyone talks about, but few actually achieve. What if I told you that everything you've been taught about change is wrong? That there's no need for years of struggle, no need for waiting for the perfect moment. Instead, there's a simple shift, just one, that can unlock everything you've been striving for. This isn't about magic, it's about mindset. In this video, we're diving into the secret behind life-changing transformation that works for anyone, anywhere, right now. Are you ready to discover the one shift that can truly transform everything? Transformation is not just a word, it's a powerful shift that can redefine your entire existence. But what does it really mean? Transformation isn't about making tiny, surface-level changes. It's about a deep and lasting evolution in the way you think, act, and live. It's about breaking free from old patterns and stepping into the version of yourself that you've always dreamed of becoming. Too often, people view transformation as this massive, unattainable thing. They think it requires endless resources, perfect timing, or a complete overhaul of their life. But here's the truth. Transformation isn't some distant, unreachable goal. It's closer than you think. It's about shifting your perspective, realigning your focus, and taking small, deliberate steps that build over time. The best part? You don't have to wait for years or for life to hand you the perfect conditions. Transformation starts with one decision, one shift that changes everything. And that's what we're here to explore. Change. It's a word that sparks fear in some and excitement in others, but here's the thing, most of us have been taught to see change the wrong way. There are myths that make it seem harder than it really is, and those myths can keep us stuck. Let's talk about them. One of the biggest misconceptions is that change takes years. People think they need a lifetime of effort before they see results. But the truth is, real change can happen in an instant. It starts the moment you decide to see things differently. Another myth? That change requires some life-shattering event to kickstart it. It doesn't. You don't need a dramatic rock-bottom moment to transform your life. You just need to make one shift, one adjustment in your mindset or habits, and the momentum will follow. And here's the most dangerous myth of all. That change isn't for everyone, that only the strongest, smartest, or luckiest people can truly transform. Let me tell you right now, that's a lie. Change is for everyone. It's for you, no matter where you are in life or what you've been through. You don't need a perfect background or perfect conditions. What you need is the willingness to make that one crucial shift. So if you've been holding on to any of these myths, it's time to let them go. Because change doesn't have to be complicated, scary, or overwhelming. It can be simple, empowering, and even exciting once you know how to approach it. A shift isn't just a small tweak, it's a new way of seeing the world that changes everything. Imagine you're driving a car, you're stuck in a low gear, the engine is roaring, but you're barely moving. Then with a single motion, you shift gears, and suddenly everything feels smooth, effortless, and powerful. That's what a shift does for your life. The beauty of a shift is that it's not about adding more to your plate or completely reinventing yourself overnight. It's about making a deliberate change in how you approach life. When you shift your perspective or your habits, it creates a ripple effect. One small adjustment can transform the way you handle stress, approach challenges, and seize opportunities. Here's the secret. Big transformations don't start with big changes. They start with small, intentional shifts. These shifts might seem subtle at first, but they build momentum. Like turning the rudder of a ship, a tiny movement can set you on a completely different course over time. This is the power of shifts. They're simple, they're achievable, and they have the potential to create extraordinary results. So, what is this one shift that can transform everything? It's simple, changing the way you view challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, start seeing them as opportunities for growth. This shift has the power to change not just how you react to life, but how you live it. Think about it. Challenges are everywhere, whether it's a missed opportunity, a personal setback, or a difficult relationship. Life will always throw something your way. But here's the truth. Challenges aren't there to stop you. They're there to teach you, to help you grow, and to push you toward your potential. It's all about how you frame them. When you face a tough situation, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? This shift in thinking transforms fear into curiosity, failure into feedback, and frustration into resilience. It's not about ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to see the value hidden within every challenge. This one shift, this change in how you view the obstacles in your life, has the power to transform everything. It opens the door to growth, creativity, and possibilities you never thought were possible. And the best part, you can start applying today. The more you practice this shift, the more natural it becomes, until it's your default way of thinking. That's when real transformation begins. This shift, viewing challenges as opportunities, isn't just a feel-good mindset, it's a life-changing tool. Why? Because it rewires the way you experience the world. Instead of feeling stuck or defeated when problems arise, you'll start to see them as stepping stones toward your goals. This shift creates a chain reaction that impacts every part of your life. Let's break it down. In relationships, reframing challenges helps you approach conflicts with empathy and understanding, making connections stronger. At work, it transforms setbacks into valuable lessons, helping you grow and adapt faster. In personal growth, it builds resilience, so you don't crumble under pressure, you thrive because of it. The beauty of this shift is its ripple effect. It doesn't just change how you think in one moment, it alters your trajectory. Over time, it creates a mindset that seeks solutions, embraces growth, and welcomes possibilities. And here's the thing, when you start seeing life this way, you inspire others to do the same. This shift doesn't just transform your life, it has the power to transform the lives of those around you. Now let's talk about why this shift works on a deeper level. It's not just a nice idea, it's backed by science. Your brain is constantly adapting and evolving, a concept called neuroplasticity. When you shift your thinking and focus on opportunities instead of obstacles, your brain starts building new pathways that support this mindset. Here's how it works. Every time you choose to reframe a challenge, you're training your brain to respond differently. Over time, this rewiring makes it easier and more natural to stay calm, think creatively, and find solutions when things get tough. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger and more efficient it becomes. There's also the impact on your emotions. When you view challenges as opportunities, you reduce stress and anxiety. Your brain releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine, reinforcing positive habits and making you more motivated to take action. It's a cycle. The more you shift your perspective, the more your brain rewards you for doing so. And it's not just about positivity, it's about resilience. This shift equips you to handle life's ups and downs with strength and clarity. You'll stop being reactive and start being proactive. That's the power of science combined with a simple shift in thinking. It changes not only how you see the world, but how your brain processes it. This is why this shift is more than just advice. It's a transformative tool rooted in how we're wired to grow. Knowing about this transformative shift is one thing, but applying it is where the real magic happens. The good news? It's simpler than you might think. Let's break it down into actionable steps you can start using today. The next time you face a challenge, resist the urge to react immediately. Take a deep breath and give yourself a moment to step back. Reflection allows you to see the situation clearly without being overwhelmed by emotions. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can this help me grow? By shifting your focus from the problem to the opportunity, you begin to see challenges in a completely new light. Even in tough times, there's always something to be grateful for. It might be a lesson learned, a skill gained, or simply the fact that you're resilient enough to face the situation. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Keep a journal or a simple note on your phone. Every time you successfully reframe a challenge, write it down. Over time, you'll see how much progress you've made, and this builds confidence to keep going. Like any new habit, this shift takes practice. Start small and commit to applying it in everyday situations. Consistency is the key to making this mindset your default. These steps aren't complicated, but they're powerful. By applying them regularly, you'll notice a shift not just in how you approach challenges, but in how you feel about life overall. It's about creating momentum, one small step at a time. Adopting this shift isn't always easy. Let's face it, when life gets hard, it's natural to feel frustrated or stuck. Resistance is part of the process, but it doesn't have to stop you. Let's talk about how to overcome it. First, understand that resistance often comes from old habits. Your brain is wired to stick to what's familiar, even if it's not helpful. But here's the good news. Those habits can be rewired. The key is persistence. Every time you practice reframing a challenge, you're weakening old patterns and strengthening new ones. Second, recognize the voice of self-doubt. It might tell you that this shift won't work or that you're not capable of change. But self-doubt is just a thought. It's not the truth. Combat it by reminding yourself of past wins, no matter how small. If you've overcome obstacles before, you can do it again. Third, don't be afraid to seek support. Share your goals with someone you trust, a friend, a mentor, or even an online community. Having someone to encourage you can make a huge difference when resistance feels overwhelming. Lastly, be patient with yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight, and that's okay. Every effort you make, no matter how small, is a step forward. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. Resistance is natural, but it's not permanent. With time, effort, and the right mindset, you'll break through it and see just how powerful this shift can be. Stay committed, because the transformation you're working toward is worth it. So here we are, at the moment where everything comes together. The one shift that can transform everything in your life is not about external changes. It's about changing how you see the world. By reframing challenges as opportunities, you open the door to growth, resilience, and endless possibilities. This shift isn't about pretending life is easy or ignoring the hard parts. It's about recognizing that within every difficulty lies a lesson, a chance to become stronger, and an opportunity to move closer to the life you want. Every successful person, every inspiring story begins with this mindset, the ability to see potential in what others see as problems. Now it's your turn. You have the power to start making this shift today. Remember, it doesn't take perfection, just intention. When challenges come your way, and they will, pause, reflect, and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? That single question can be the spark that ignites transformation. The journey won't always be smooth, but it will be worth it. Each time you practice this shift, you're training your mind to think differently, to grow stronger, and to unlock new possibilities. Over time, this becomes your superpower, the ability to thrive no matter what life throws at you. So take that first step, embrace the shift, and watch how it transforms not just your mindset, but your entire life. You've got this, and the best part is that your transformation starts right now. Are you ready to make it happen? Let's go.